I open my eyes quickly and look for all the girls. Whew! They're still here. In the sunlight, it's easier to see the tear-stained faces on all the girls, including Yuri. I lift myself up and walk over to Sayori. Hey, wake up.
Wake up.
Oh, Monica. Yeah, I haven't really thought of how all this is going to affect us in the long term. And now I have no idea what to do.
The sunshine!
It's going to be okay, Sayori. We just need to have a calm discussion with her. But she tried to kill me! And she wanted to do horrible things to Yuri and Natsuki too. Yes, I know that, and she made you feel really bad too, remember? This is surprising to say the least. I mean, kind of expected Sayori to be the one who would be nice, calm, and forgiving, but it makes sense that she's angry. Who wouldn't be? I assume Sayori's yelling scared Yuri and Natsuki awake, as they slowly pick themselves up off the floor as well. I see you guys are up discussing matters. The hell is there to discuss? Monica is a fucking bitch! Natsuki, please, calm down. Me? You're telling me to calm down? There's a murderous sociopath right there in front of us! Yuri places both of her hands on Natsuki's shoulders. Alright. Calm down. This is the last thing any of us need right now. We need to think about this rationally. You just don't understand. It would probably be easier for you. All you did was cut yourself for enjoyment. At least you enjoyed what you were doing. Natsuki! Natsuki tears up and runs out of my room.
Out the window?
Shit. We're already falling apart. Yuri rolls up her sleeve and runs her finger down the various scars she has. They're already healing nicely. These scars. They're a painful reminder of what I did to myself. Monica didn't do this. I did this to myself. But all wounds heal. These scars not only serve as a reminder, but they also represent my body forgiving me. I hurt my body by tearing my arms apart, and yet, it still heals. These wounds Monica has inflicted upon us, they cut deep, but, Sayori, you wanted nothing more than for us to be happy, and Monica made you think that because of you, none of us would be happy. Sayori looks away. You're right, Yuri. But these wounds, they healed, did they not? Sayori slowly nods. I'm finally understanding what Yuri means. Yuri rolls her sleeve back down. As for Natsuki, she's a broken girl. A lot of her childhood has been filled with constant abuse and torment from her father. She's stubborn, immature, and sometimes annoying. But she's my best friend. I know her well, and I can guarantee she wants nothing more than the club to go back to normal. She just needs time to cope and understand. She needs time for her wounds to heal. Do you think she meant what she said right now? I don't think so. But then again, she's not entirely wrong. Right, I understand. Look over at Sayori, who still has her eyes locked on the unconscious club president. What are you thinking, Sayori? I don't know. She did so many terrible things. She's almost a murderer. So, why am I feeling so bad for her? I wrap my arms around Sayori and hold her close to me. What's wrong with me, Chuck? I should be angry. I should hate Monica for what she did. But I just can't! It's okay, Sayori. I know how you feel. For once in my life, I can finally relate to how Sayori is feeling. Monica tried to kill the love of my life. The sweet, kind, gentle Sayori, who wanted nothing more than for everyone to be happy. And yet, I can't bring myself to hate her for those actions. It's just too hard. Suddenly, in the midst of Sayori and I's outbursts, Monica starts waking up. Monica? Monica still looks completely crushed, her face stained with tears from yesterday. Sayori breaks from my embrace and looks just about ready to explode. I place my hand on her shoulder, but she knocks it away. Do you still want to kill me, Monica?
You're gonna knock me out of the window too?
Why don't you take the gun and use it on me instead? Sayori, remember what I said earlier? Sayori suddenly looks guilty and steps back. I'm sorry, Monica. I'm just so confused. Sayori clings onto my arm. Monica refuses to look at any of us. Her eyes are completely devoid of any emotion other than complete hopelessness. It's almost pathetic. Seeing such a strong-minded, strong-willed girl reach her breaking point. But then again, the stuff she goes through every day, I don't think I'd be able to bear it myself. What if it were Sayori in Monica's position? What would she do? What if it were Natsuki? Or Yuri? Yuri slowly starts walking up to Monica and speaks to her. Monica? How are you feeling? Her tone of voice is extremely calm and gentle, like a mother speaking to a child. No, stay away from me. I don't deserve your kindness, Yuri. I'm just here to help. Fuck you, Mr. Incredible. Just here to help. Go to hell.
Cool, ready for takeoff!
What the?
Oh, I ruined it. Monica stays silent, refusing to look in Yuri's direction.
You must be feeling horrible guilt.
Is that right? Monica slowly nods. Then I'm sure you don't need reminders of what you did anymore. Let's just talk. Monica finally looks up at Yuri, full of surprise. You want to listen to me? She nods and smiles warmly. Sayori and I look on in shock. The shyest girl in the club is leading this entire crusade. Take all the time you need. We're here for you. Monica lets out a heavy sigh. Well, I promised someone I'd carry on for them. And I remember having this epiphany. Some sort of crazy realization that I was in a world that wasn't my own. Next came you guys, my only friends. I believed you were nothing more than just flat characters. I learned how to control this world, this game. I'm sorry, I bet this sounds incredibly outlandish. No, it's alright, Monica, just let it all out. Well, I realized that there was a person out there for me. And it wasn't you, Chuckles Helicopter Wigwam Jones. The person watching us all. The one playing this game. I'm in love with him. I was in love with the fact that he is real. Just like me. So this is who she was talking with earlier. This person she's referring to.
They're the player of the game we're in.
It's so bizarre. Go on. I realized I was trapped in here. Every day got worse and worse. I tried to cope with it and grab his attention, but he just seemed to keep focusing on you three. It hurt. The game started hurting me, pushing me away while you three got all the attention. I feel so horribly selfish, but the
Pain was so intense I just couldn't take it.
So I realized I had the power to do such things as manipulate the game. I decided to take matters into my own hands. Until something sparked. Chuck changed into more of a person, rather than some dense placeholder for someone else. And you three, you all changed. The code changed. The game changed. And the pain just got worse and worse. I tried to make Natsuki worse by having her dad abuse her more, causing her to be more angry and irritable. But it affected me instead. That's why I kept acting so rash towards you, Sayori. I'm sorry. And then, I tried messing with you, Yuri. My plan was to make you seem crazy obsessed. It affected me instead. And all on a whim, I decided to crash the car that night. Because I wanted you all to disappear. I wasn't myself anymore. And now, everything's falling apart. I realized how much you all care for me, and it made me realize I truly am a horrible person for doing all these things to you. Every time I close my eyes, I see nothing but reminders of how alone I am in this world. But having you with me now, maybe I'm not so alone after all. Yuri sighs and closes her eyes. Sayori is looking elsewhere, and out of the corner of my eye, Natsuki is standing outside my door, listening to Monika's lament. I'm still in shock that this could all possibly be true. My whole world, my childhood, my life, all takes place in a damn game? I sure as hell feel real. What does this mean for us? A higher being watching over me? Do they know what I'm thinking right now? Can they hear me?
Hello, welcome to my Shadow the Hedgehog cosplay class. I'm your host, Shadow the Hedgehog, and today I'm going to show you how to be Shadow the Hedgehog. This is how you be Shadow the Hedgehog.
Chuck? Yeah? If Monika's right, and all this is just a silly game, does this mean our love is fake? No, not at all! I don't even know the answer myself. How do I truly know if what I feel is real? Monika? You have to understand that these statements of yours are pretty intense for the four of us. Can you be sure, 100%, that everything you said is true? Monika slowly nods her head. Sayori gasps and walks backwards slowly. Now hold on. I've been able to watch you all, and it's incredibly obvious that you are all more than just static characters. You all show qualities of real people, with real feelings and real dreams. I don't know how this happened, but I know that you all feel the same way as I. I was wrong for thinking all these horrible things about you. And I'm sorry. Monika looks away from all of us, her eyes showing the strain of what this game has done to her. Suddenly, Natsuki walks back into my room. She stays quiet, looking somewhat guilty. Natsuki, are you feeling okay? I didn't mean those things, Yuri. I was just upset. And scared. And hey, it's okay. We all are. But we'll work something out. Yuri smiles warmly, giving us all a small sliver of hope and comfort. You know, Monika, without you, things didn't feel the same. We all really missed you. I missed you too. Sayori, after remaining quiet this whole time, finally speaks up. She breaks free of my arms and gets closer to Monika. You made the club feel whole. In the 2 months you were gone, I barely even knew what to do. That day we visited you in the hospital, did none of that seem real to you? Monika stays silent at Sayori's question for a while. It was the nicest thing anyone had done for me. All your hugs, your gifts, your silly remarks, and clumsy attitude. Those things were the closest I've ever felt to a new reality. A reality which, that maybe, just maybe, happiness can truly be found. For all of us. Even if that means I have to leave this world behind. Natsuki finally inches closer to Monika. Monika, I know that you have done some terrible things, but you also provided me with a safe place I could be in. No, you gave all of us a safe place we could be in.
This mod is just too fucking long. Okay, look, I know this is kind of weird, and I know this is going to make the video even longer, but I just want to point out to you that all of this footage here, most of this, look how long this is. A lot of this is repeated. Like, okay, you get to, like, okay, where am I in my timeline? We get to, like, this point-ish, and alright, then that's good. We had this whole scene. Then, like, okay, it goes into a new problem here. But then we go into this portion over here, where most of it is repeated from earlier. Like, God, can we... Even the game even points itself out that it's repeating itself. Hold on, where is that? Where is that?
I'm repeating myself again.
Why? Why spend this long amount of time repeating yourself? I know it's for a character reason that just know what to do and everything's sort of falling apart, but by God. This is one of the first times in editing that I truly have no fucking idea how to salvage this shit. We're going over the time limit that I wanted to set for myself, which was roughly between 15 and 20 minutes per episode, which I don't really think I ever followed with anything, but I tried. You should try to cap it around 18, 19. Sometimes we went over a little bit, a couple minutes, but even then, because there was some funnies, wanted to maintain some story bits, but fucking shit.
Now is the time, now is the best time, now is the best time.
No, you gave all of us a safe place we could be in. The literature club. If you didn't start the club, who knows what would have happened? We wouldn't have met each other. Monica looks at her in surprise. You aren't mad at me? Of course I am! Why wouldn't I be mad after knowing what you did? You wanted us gone and you hurt us. But damn it all, if it wasn't for your story, I don't think I ever would consider, even for a moment, ever forgiving you. But if there's anything Yuri taught me, it's that being angry at something or someone forever doesn't help anybody. I think you've been punished enough as is. I just want the damn club back together the way it used to be. Well, Monica, what are you thinking? Monica looks down at her feet. Tears start flowing from her eyes. I just want you guys to forgive me. I'm so sorry for everything. I really love you all. But if you want me to leave... Suddenly, Sayori runs over to Monica and wraps her arms around her. Sayori? Without a second thought, Yuri walks over and joins in as well. Yuri? I look over at Natsuki, looking a little disgusted. Alright, to hell with it. Natsuki runs over and hugs Monica as well. Everything's going to be okay, Monica. Yeah, it'll take me some time, but I'm sure things will get better again. You see, even when things look their darkest, you'll always have us. But it will take some time to get used to. Oh my God. I really don't deserve a happy ending like you all. But thank you. Thank you so much. Bzz. Bzz. My first weekend in a long while where I wake up normally. We're checking the timer. Oh my sweet lord. Chris, how are you?
Good, I just think Undertale's ending was better.
What?
I said I thought Undertale's ending was better.
Fuck you. This man watched me beat Undertale. And now he's saying he liked that game's ending better. Motherfucker, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You know I'm just messing with you.
I know, but still. No more nightmares. No more fear. That's what I like to think, anyway. I sit up from my bed and look around my room. Just 2 days ago, we were all in here, absolutely dumbfounded by the realization that we don't exist. Is the gun still under the bed? At least, not in the way we thought we did. So, why do I still feel? Why do I still think? I pinch myself gently, just enough to feel a small surge of pain. That's definitely real. I get up from bed and kneel down to look underneath it. That pistol is still there. I can't imagine being so broken down to where this is your only answer. I nearly slapped myself. This is how Sayori felt. Sayori was left feeling like nothing. Her depression ruined her to the point where suicide was her only solution. But we found a way. She found a reason to keep on pushing forward. Monica doesn't have that. It was taken from her. She has nothing in this world. Is it really good for her to stay here? No. I can't be thinking like this. I can't possibly be okay with the death of my friend. Despite the things she did, the harm she tried to inflict upon us, I'd probably do the same thing if I was left with nothing, with no hope. What if she isn't at school today? What if she killed herself as soon as she returned home? My phone starts vibrating. It's Sayori. Chuck, are you coming outside? Yeah, I'm on my way down. Sayori doesn't sound too good either. What is she thinking right now? Her words echo back to me. Is our love just a lie? Is it? Is this all just a fabricated story made to make someone happy? And is that someone sitting at a computer at 1:23 in the morning, debating whether or not he has time to run down and get food?
Nah, he's sitting at a desk at 4:39 in the afternoon, editing that shit 2 years later. Actually, wait, shit, that's almost like 3.
Does she still love me? We're calling it here, guys. We'll be back. Do I love her? I shake my head. No, I do love Sayori. I know it. This situation is getting to my head. I put on my uniform and head downstairs. Hey, Chuck. Not a word is spoken between us as we make our commute underneath the cloudy gray sky. I think back to last week, when I assured her that Monica would be okay. When I assured her that she cares about us. I wonder if she's thinking about that too. What's going to happen at the club today? I can only wonder for now. I stand just outside the clubroom doors. I don't hear anything going on in there. Did anyone even bother showing up? Hey. I quickly turn around to identify a voice I already know so well. Sayori, you made it!
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
No! Boss! Yes? Yes?
Sayori looks past me, clearly thinking about something else. I hope to God she's not looking at me right now. Like, me. I grab her hands and interlock them with my own. I know it's hard. Really hard, but this is the decision we made. We want to help Monica in the end, right? Sayori nods slowly. I know it's hard to forget what she did and what she wanted to do, but she's still our friend. He'll be okay, right? Sayori nods slowly once more. I let out a sigh and prepare for the worst, but I'm still hoping for the best. I turn back around and open the clubroom doors, still holding Sayori's hand tightly. This one's got a bit more of a reggae feel to it. Monica is at the desk in the front of the room, organizing papers. Below her is a trash can full of sheet music. Natsuki and Yuri are nowhere to be found. I try to work up the courage to say something, but something stops me. Is it fear? Anger? Guilt? Sympathy? Why can't I say anything to her? nearing the holidays now. The weather has become brisk. But thanks to Sayori, I never have to worry about iced tea. Okay, everyone. Let's talk. Monika takes a deep breath and calms herself down. It's been a little while since I tried speaking to you all like this, hasn't it? Look, I know you all probably hate me right now. Maybe you're afraid, angry, or whatever it is. I meant it, you know. I truly do care for you all. You guys are all I have. I just don't want any of you to suffer the same fate as I. Things are going to be different around here. But one thing's for sure. I'm going to make things right between us. It's my duty as club president to make things okay again. It's not easy, knowing the world you belong in isn't real. But it's still our home. I should have realized. There's nothing more I can do to cope with the fact. Being here with you guys, that's what makes this whole place bearable. It's not like before, where you guys were just lines of code programmed to say lines. You guys are real, tangible personalities that I've seen grow over the last few months. I know what I wanted to do. I'll never forgive myself for it. But having you guys around as my friends makes this so much easier to cope with. The reason why I lashed out and did so many irrational things was because all I felt was loneliness. I'm sure you all are doing a much better job at coping with this fact. Monika trails off as if she forgot what she was going to say next. I'm repeating myself again. I know I've already said these things. Sorry, I'm getting a cough drop. Well, Monika looks up at Yuri, who walks a bit closer to her. I realized there's not much we can really do. Is there? See, I don't think we should be hung up over this. It took me a while too, but being here isn't so bad if I have you guys here with me. I've read stories like this. Most people would commit suicide, go insane, and perform other heinous acts to cope with the reality that they're not real. But as you learned, where's the point in that? I'm not saying I wouldn't have done the same if I was placed in your position. I don't think we should be talking about what's possible, but rather what's placed right in front of us. We're faced with a troublesome fact. None of this is real. But this is the world I've grown to love. I've experienced hardships, heartbreak, and plenty of other things that have helped me grow as a person. I'm not ready to hate it just yet. Yuri suddenly gets timid and takes a step back. Monika looks down at her hands. She forms a fist and lets tears roll down her cheek. Yuri's right. Everything I've been through, everything we've been through together, it couldn't have been for nothing. Natsuki closes her manga gently and stands up. Aren't you forgetting what we told you? I care. We all care about you. What's the point in getting riled up over something you can't change? Sure, it sucks, but what are you supposed to do about it? I say, let's make the best out of our life. Isn't that what you told us when you started this club? Monika looks up at Natsuki. Yeah, your writing tip of the day? No matter how bad things look in life, always look for a silver lining. Always look for a reason to keep on moving. Even if it's as small as reading your favorite novel. I think I just woke that man up. You remembered? Well, duh, it resonated with me. Monika stays silent. I've always looked up to you, and I still do. You're so strong, Monika. If I was in your place, I don't think I would have lasted a day. And I don't know if this helps, but you're an amazing club president, bringing us all together like this. Probably hurts so much because you truly do care. If you didn't, you wouldn't be sad right now. Is that true? Monica stares down at the floor. It just feels like everything I've done has been for nothing. I truly do love you guys, but I feel like I wasted that love on nothing. That's not true. You're the reason I got better at my poems. You gave me a purpose when I feel like I had none. Vice president of a club, a dream come true for a girl like me. You see, you made my dream come true. In the time I've been here, I've realized, sometimes, love can't fix everything. But it sure is a nice thing to have. And that's what makes this world real to me. I look over at Monica, who's smiling lightly under all her tears. Oh, you guys. I really couldn't ask for better friends. Nor do I deserve any. I know that I may have destroyed our trust for years to come, but I'm glad you're all in this with me. We'll get through this. Together. Because that's what this club is about. The Literature Club. And we'll make it a place where happiness can truly be found. Thanks for listening. To me.